I gotta find that edible glitter.
What's
It's gotta be a night court drink.
Night court, right?
We want night court.
That'll get you hyped. I'm hyped.
I'm hyped too.
It might be the drink. It might be the intro. I don't know yet.
I did a pretty good job on that intro.
That was banging.
And why are we excited, Jen?
Because today is day one.
It's the first day.
It's our first day.
I can't believe we actually did this.
Crowns and cocktails.
Crowns and cocktails. Oh man.
Just a simple plan.
Simple drinks.
Simple drinks. Simple books.
Not so simple.
Actually, not simple books
not
at
simple
all.
books. They destroy me.
Yeah, a couple of them are simple, but those are more smut. That's later on.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dead Moon's Rising?
Dead Moon's Rising. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. What are we sipping on? This is your idea.
So these are our cocktails. It's vanilla vodka, ginger beer, lime, rosemary, blueberry.
And a little food coloring
A little
to make
sparkle.
We call it
So-
violet eyes for those ACOTAR fans out there.
ACOTAR? Little Reese action. Cheers.
Cheers. So if it wasn't obvious, we're obviously going to be talking about books.
Books.
Books and more
Lots of books.
Lots of books.
Stuff. Have a lot of plans for this.
A lot of TikToks. A lot of alcohol.
A lot of fun things coming this way.
It's crazy. I was thinking about how fast my book collection has expanded.
It's true.
After my birthday was September, so
Yeah.
in the matter of less than 4 months, or no, 4 months this day, I think, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dang close,
Yeah,
actually.
it was like right after I
But I say
my
dang.
birthday.
I say
had that
damn.
gift
It's okay,
card.
right? We can cuss on here.
Right? Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, we're gonna cuss.
And
This is
I,
for children.
I remember I bought Caravel and something else too
Yes.
that you were so happy for.
What was it?
I can't remember. I'm like, oh, it was the special edition of Throne of Glass.
Yes.
Which I still haven't read.
Still haven't read it. She's gonna. Not there yet.
You're lucky I read ACOTAR,
But
I did.
She loved ACOTAR. It's my favorite series.
did,
One of my
yeah.
favorite series.
I was in that realm where I was like, the first book
I was
sucks.
that person where I was like, get through the first book. Please do me a favor. I will never bring it up again. If you don't like it, after you get through the first book and partway through the second book, I will not ever bring it up to you again. What happened?
I immediately smashed with some fury.
She was like, I love it so much! And now, here we are. You know?
And here we are. Yep. And what's funny too is that we haven't been friends for that long.
No, it hasn't even been a full year yet.
Just about a
We've
year.
known each other.
We've known each
for
other.
a few years.
But this is like what formed our friendship.
I know.
This love for her.
It was, Charlotte also does, oh, I'm Jen, by the way.
Oh yeah, we never
And then Charlotte.
Charlotte and Jen.
Charlotte and
Jen
Jen.
and Charlotte.
Charlotte. Shen.
No, I don't want a couple name.
We're going to have a couple name. She's going to accept it eventually.
But yeah, so Jen booked a shoot with me.
Yeah, I saw all of her stuff. She would post it on Instagram, and I was like, that looks like a fun time. And she was doing like boudoir.
I was doing boudoir. Like I started doing a lot of fantasy stuff, which is what kind of attracted you a little bit.
And
too.
I was like, hey, do you do cosplays? And she was like, we can do it.
I was like, totally.
And we went out in the woods. It was supposed to be pretty. It ended up downpouring. We had smoke bombs.
Deep into the forest.
I'm surprised that we didn't have the cops called on us.
Yeah.
There was so much smoke. We had, what, three of the, like, smoke bombs?
Yep.
And they were, like, black, red.
I think we just did the
purple.
The purple, yeah.
And the shots looked cool, but it was cold.
Well, yeah.
And I got to change in a little tent.
But that's how we started just conversing so much, because you were just like, oh, you were talking about Man in Blackbeak, which was the shoot.
Yes.
And you never ended up doing
Throne of Glass that she hasn't read yet.
But we realized, like, holy crap, like, we like a lot of the same
There's
things.
so much in common.
We were talking about, like, Norse mythology, and then somehow it just started going to, like, just books, and like
Yeah.
you just started bringing up like all these fantasy books, and that's how you brought up A Court of Thorns and Roses to me.
Yep.
You're like, have you read this? And then you talked about Blood and Ash,
And then now she's still mad at me because
Dead Moon's Rising.
she finished all 3 Blood and Ash books, and I've been struggling on the 3rd one. I'm gonna get through it. Promised her. Before the 4th one comes out, I'm gonna finish.
Yes, absolutely. Please do, because I have been waiting since that day for you to finish the series. And that was the first series I read that was like along the like book talk realm.
Yeah. It's definitely, Blood and Ash is more of like the smutty side.
Yeah.
I would say until you get to Silver Flames in ACOTAR, to me it's not that smutty, at least. Like it has certain scenes, definitely not for children, but I would say Silver Flames is
Yeah.
woo! It goes right downhill for the smut, but from Blood and Ash was smutty quite a bit.
And I would just like, I mean, I read, and I loved like my good random like fantasy series, but then like I saw Blood and Ash all over TikTok after we started talking about these series, and I'm pretty sure my phone was listening to me.
It was like, hey.
TikTok knew the algorithm I needed, and I was like, all right, let me just see what the hype is about for Blood and Ash. I heard it was like vampire story, and I was like, cool, because I never really like knew about like high fae stories until you brought up A Court of Thorns and Roses to me. So I was like, all right, let me see what the hype's about. Flew through the books. Like, three books, and I was like, and then you would know this if you finish the 3rd one, but I'm not going to bring it up yet as to why. Like I like couldn't wait for the 4th one to come out now. So we'll get to that point eventually.
That'll be another episode.
Yes, but then you were just like, all right, you have to read ACOTAR. And yeah, it took me at least a month to get to the 2nd book.
She was struggling, and I was like, please, just finish it. Finish it. I was like, we all know certain characters in that book suck. But
Cough,
tampon. But once you get to the 2nd one and you see everything that takes place and the love that comes about,
and the story.
We didn't say if this was a spoiler or not, so I don't want to.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a spoiling show.
Exactly.
Disclaimers will be in the
Disclaimers.
descriptions.
ACOTAR spoilers coming soon.
ACOTAR, Blood and Ash, Crescent,
All of them, probably.
Like, there's going to be a lot of Sarah J. Maas talk on here.
We will definitely say at the beginning of each episode if there's going to be spoilers.
Yes.
In that episode.
For sure.
But yeah, like, so we won't spoil anything right now, but it will happen. So just skip that episode later on if we get to it, you know?
Yep. Next thing you know, so then
so she got through the 2nd book, and she ate up the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th.
And then that's why I was like, man, I should start building my book collection again, huh?
And I already had a bit of a book collection, but it definitely, starting the beginning of 2021, I found this wonderful place in East Lyme, Niantic, Connecticut, called Book Barn. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's amazing. It is a treasure trove in Connecticut that if you love books or you're just looking for something fun to do outside, kids or not, they have a whole outdoor area. I feel like this is like a promo for
I know, like you're getting a free advertising.
Like there's goats, there's books outside, there's like fun little places to play for kids.
Of all genres too, like anything you could possibly think of.
Everything.
It's insane.
If you're actually, I don't even want to tell you, but I'm gonna, if you want fantasy books, you go inside the building, upstairs, and there's 2 full rooms. And Charlotte and I are there at least once a week.
Every week.
At least.
Which brings us to a fun thing we're going to do every week. Like Jen and I, no doubt, are going to have a Book Barn haul probably every episode.
We did today.
If we don't have a Book Barn haul, it's because we're probably talking about like
or we're poor.
Or we're poor. But let's face it, we're still poor and we're still going every week.
So we gotta go. I'm like, I got credit cards, it's fine.
It's so worth it though, because you're finding like the series that you just want to have these days that like it doesn't matter, like, oh, I saw that cover on TikTok. Yep, I'm gonna pick it up.
Today we went to Book Barn and we were like, maybe we'll find like one thing. We've never grabbed books off the shelf so fast in our lives. They have a book talk area now.
Yeah.
I think I got 5 books. Charlotte got 5 books. That's not including the books that we got 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah. I was at Books
It's
A Million
amazing.
yesterday too, and I went to the YA clearance section, and I got 4 books for $30. Also, great thing about Book Barn, you're getting all these books for $30.
Yeah.
So you're justifying
Hardbacks.
how cheap it is.
Hardback covers
With
for like
our
$7-8.
Weekly problem.
Perfect.
that we have.
Yes. It really helps it, especially you're on a budget or not.
And so
It's
many
great
of
going.
these books are brand new because
Brand new.
you can tell people definitely like picked them up for like the hype of them, and are just probably gave them away because they just didn't care for it already.
They didn't care for them, or they
And I'm
wanted some
that's
money,
fine.
and their loss is their game.
Now
At
my
this
library,
point.
and because of that, it's mostly because of Book Barn, where that's how my library expanded immensely. Now I'm determined to just build my
Yeah. So many times we will go in and be like, "Oh, I saw that on Book Talk. Oh, I saw that on Book Talk."
Yep.
So that will definitely be talked about.
Yeah.
How
All right.
Book Talk has influenced.
What do we get today?
Everything.
We're gonna talk about what we got today.
So I got not those. Not those. I got Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I've seen this all over Book Talk for months, and I really wanted to read it. It's about a 17-year-old girl that there's a rivalry between her clan, and it just looks so badass. And I can't wait to read it. That one I got last week. I got Ninth House.
So much for our display, Jen. Jesus.
I know. I'm like ripping everything apart. Ninth House by LEIGH Bardugo. I hope I didn't butcher that name.
I know. I really hope we don't butcher some of these awful
I know.
names.
I saw this all over Book Talk. Again, a lot of the books that I find are I look so much into everything normally. Like I will type in TikTok whatever book I'm thinking about doing, and then watch all those videos, and then read all the comments to see what people say about them. So I hate to say it, but it definitely helps with my book buying, whether or not I choose a book. But yeah, I've been looking for this book ever. Charlotte got lucky, little lucky duck.
I remember,
a couple
I
weeks
found
ago.
that- no, I think it was a month ago when I found that
Was it
book.
that long?
I think it's been that
All
long.
my days run together
But
at this point.
for a hardcover, originally going for what? It was $28. I got it for $8.
Yeah.
This is adulting for me, where I'm super happy.
I got the Shadow of Bone. What's it called?
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone. I got the 2 books on Amazon. They're like $38 each or something.
Yeah.
I got them for $8 a piece. It's perfect condition. No rips, no nothing.
A little side note about Shadow and Bone, though. That was one of the first books that probably came across my once Book Talk started coming up everywhere. I'd say aside from Blood and Ash, Shadow and Bone was the second most thing I'd see.
Yeah.
Not even when I started looking up all the actors.
I still need the first one though, but I have the second and the third one.
But yeah, that was another one. But I've never been intrigued to read it.
No? Oh, I've said all over Book Talk back in the day, but
Yeah,
you
back
know
in
where
the
I'm at
day.
right now with my reading. So.
Yeah, I know it's been
It's gonna take a bit.
year how much it expanded, but now sometimes I get
Yeah.
that it's all
Right.
Thrones especially. I'm just give me something else.
Charlotte is very much in her fantasy books, stuff like that.
Mostly,
I am a combination of the fantasy books and specifically mafia smut. That's where I'm at right now.
Hardcore, dark mafia.
That dirty mafia smut.
Dirty
Or the
mafia
monster smut, freaking
Oh,
stalker, any kind of dark romance.
Anyway,
I
but
have them.
onto my
They're on my
haul.
Kindle though. They're not
Did
in
you go through all
hardback.
your books?
This might be in hardback. Huh?
Did you go through all your books?
Yes.
My haul. So I
I
love
know.
Victoria
It's someone-
Schwab. I'm really excited to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue soon. I picked that copy up, but found Gathering of the Shadows and A Conjuring of Light, books 2 and 3 of the series. So I gotta find the first book now. But didn't really look too much into what it was actually about. But
we just saw it and we were like, hey, we saw that one somewhere.
but A Darker Shade of Magic. But I always see it when we're in Books A Million or Barnes and Noble, and I'm I love this author so much. So I'm super excited to read that. This one though, I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Red Rising, all over too. I've heard, it's one of those series where I never hear mixed reviews on everything. It's just all positive, which is great. So I'm so excited that I found the first one too. Usually it's you go in and you find the second or third book, fifth book, whatever, something random. So I'm so excited for that one. found the second book to the Sky series. It's like another problem we have. Like, you complete a series that you find, haven't read a single one.
No, but you have to get it if you have the other books.
I had the second.
'Cause they're so cheap.
I had the first and the third. I'm
Yeah.
like, I have to find the second, obviously. I got the third one before I even bothered to try the second one. And then Ember in the Ashes, another one I'm excited for.
Yes, I have that one on my bookshelf.
Yeah, all
Heard
sci-fi,
great things.
all fantasy. Like, I love my vampires, I love my magic, I love my high It's all your fault, though. You blame me for only reading strictly fantasy when
No.
you're the one that's
I'm like, read the fantasy. We all I feel like we all go through those. We start with fantasy. At least for me, I started with fantasy. I went to like shifter, vampire, sweet romances. And then I like kind of looped around and went stalker romance. And then monster romance. And then now I'm at mafia smut. Just smut. Like, not really that much romance. But then I'll like go back and forth between like fantasy and mafia smut. And those are my two things right now. Like, I did read a vampire smut the other day, but it was like one of those fast paced.
I was gonna say, it's still
Like,
like
real
one of your
quick.
hardcore.
It was like 98 pages. It was like,
They're like, when you just
put
want to
his
get
penis
quick
in her
into the
vagina.
point, 98-page vampire smut.
And apparently there's so many books of it. I think it's called My Hot Vampire Next Door. Don't
Sounds
judge me.
right.
Look at me.
That sounds like a Disney Channel show gone wrong, gone dark.
You're like, that's how Transylvania should have ended.
Honestly, well, I branch from like my fantasy realm. I mean,
Yeah.
Red Rising's a little bit more like sci-fi than
Well, you read Hooked,
fantasy. I've read Hooked, yes.
Which is-
I've read.
we're
some
gonna
of
do
the-
Scarred
Yeah, so
by Emily McKinstry.
Jen and I are. There's a
What's her name?
few.
We're gonna edit that out. McIntyre.
We're definitely gonna butcher some names.
Yeah. Emily McIntyre. That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
It's not McKintyre.
I never after model. Yeah, we both read Hooked, and I love it. I love
so
a good,
good.
like. I mean, I do love a good mafia.
I mean, I would say it is a mafia romance.
Not as much as you, but yeah, we both got Scarred, so we're both gonna like keep y'all updated on what we think, and I don't know, probably reread some of our favorite scenes.
Yes.
And then we also got A Ruin of Roses.
A Ruin of Roses.
That we're gonna read
I
together.
read quite a few of her books right now, and I cannot wait for this one. It's the Beauty and the Beast retelling, right?
It's gonna be funny. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. I think it's gonna be great to just get our live reaction of reading this together, because we've never
done that.
We've read a lot of the same books, but to read
It's always one of us being like, "Hey, read this book," and the other being like, "Okay,
okay." But now we're gonna read it together, so we're gonna have a book club checkup once we do that. We'll probably get about like,
you guys want to read with us?
Yeah,
let us know.
We're probably gonna start and then get like halfway through, and then check up on us and make sure we're okay, and
not like she was reading Dead Moon
but
Rising
we'll let
last
you know.
week.
We'll let you know when we start the book. We don't know when, because
It's hard to tell at this point.
because we always end up going like, oh, I plan on starting this book, and then you pick up like that guitar again.
Yeah. Every time. You know how many times she's messaged me that she needs her comfort read of A Mist and Fury?
Okay, well,
At least 10 times.
I got destroyed by 2 books in a row. And I'm not going to say which ones yet, but
So good.
I think it took me about like 4 days emotionally to recover from
The
that.
one, I even wrote her a message in my notes, like 2 weeks before, because I knew that she was going to hate me. And I thought this podcast might never happen because she was going to stop being my friend because it's so emotionally destroying.
And we will get into that on another realm
Later on.
But
It's by one of my favorite authors, but I won't say who they are.
we'll get to it. I will say, I mean, I am attached because of you. Because of all this is you. It was just so funny. She one day she just sent me a TikTok and she was just like, "Let's just start a podcast," and I was like, "Okay,
yeah."
And then out of nowhere,
I was like, "This would be so much fun."
Yeah,
we already love hanging out. We already love talking about books.
This is what we do on a weekly basis.
Let's talk to other people that like talking about books. Make friends.
Yeah,
you know.
I think we knew that we could do this once we realized as soon as we just go into one of our bars and we just sit and have a drink, how many hours pass by.
That's me, not Charlotte.
A little bit, yeah. But how many hours pass by?
Yeah,
And
hours.
We're just talking about like one series too.
Yeah.
Like it would usually be like The Court of Thorns and Roses,
Guitar
Crescent City.
from Blood and Ash up until where I'm at right now.
I'm convinced that Sarah J. Maas just like
She likes to ruin your life.
take you
Calling you out, Sarah.
and rent it.
I
and
got her
just
to read
live
Crescent
there.
City.
Oh my god.
So good. It will rip your heart out. I cried.
I through
so many
Crescent City in
times.
4 days. Yeah, so that was another one where. Oh yeah, so that was the other book I picked up like after my birthday was Crescent City. I got Crescent City and Caravel,
She had Crescent City for so long.
but
She a big girl. She thick.
Yeah,
So she was like,
Yeah, she
I don't know
was
if I
like
want to read it.
800 something pages.
She's like almost 900 pages.
And as soon as I started, I knew I was going to get hooked from like. I didn't necessarily have a problem with like trying to catch up with the world building.
Yeah.
Until like somebody pointed out that like Crescent City was just basically Zootopia,
Yeah.
but
I
throw
saw that.
in high fae, and I'm like, oh my god.
And a little bit of sexual tension.
As soon as somebody
That
pointed that
Zootopia
out,
too?
I was
It
like,
might
that's
be.
exactly what I was picturing, but I couldn't pinpoint
Yeah.
what it was.
I love it.
But yeah, I flew through Crescent City in 4 days.
The next one I'm trying to get her to read is Zodiac Academy.
I need to acquire.
It's like an adult Harry Potter.
I don't
with
even have
sex.
a physical book.
But it's going to be 8 books total, and they just released the 7th one. And it will also rip your heart out.
One of these days. You finished?
But it's like an emotional roller coaster. You know, there's highs, you're laughing, there's like fun side characters.
Listen, I will start.
You
reading-
fall in love, you hate.
How many series have I finished that you've recommended? And I have been waiting a whole year for you to finish.
I'm halfway done.
You have 1 month until the 4th book.
And I
comes
love
out.
you, Jennifer Almentrout. You know, you're amazing. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this one.
It's because you keep picking up your Dark Mafias.
You have no point. I'm definitely a mood reader. I go through certain phases where, like, at the end of last year, I had 11 books on my Kindle that were between, like, 63 and, like, 75% done. And Charlotte's like, I could never.
Well,
She's like, I have to finish the book.
Stopped reading my Kindle because
Oh,
I used
yeah.
to do that
I Kindle read so much.
years ago when I would just constantly buy like $1 books on my like.
See, I have Kindle
Amazon.
Unlimited. So I get 20 books a month, I think it is, for free.
I don't need
And
another subscription.
it'll ruin your life. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The one time I got Kindle Unlimited was when I got it to read Her Soul for Revenge, or like Her Soul to Take.
Or so let's take.
The first one, and then Den of Vipers was on there too, and I got like a random like, oh, have Kindle Unlimited for 2 months for $5, and I was like, no brainer, alright.
Okay.
Like, and then I canceled it because I wasn't about
Nope.
to spend the $10,
Like $10 a month. I would spend that so fast on my Kindle.
which is so ironic to say because between yesterday and today I spent $60 in
Yeah.
books.
See, I'm the idiot that I do my Kindle books, and then some of them aren't on Kindle Unlimited though, so you still have to buy them. Like I think I just bought 2 books yesterday. They were like $3.99 each, but I'm still like, it's so cheap. But then if I love the book, I will buy the actual physical copy. So I'm really just spending so much more money. But I love being able to go and look at the next one. You know, as soon as I finish a book, I can go on and I can pick the next book and start right where I left off.
Yeah,
Do I do that often? Not anymore.
I know. Well,
Because I'm like, I'm bored. Let me go on.
I know. Well, some people have like the Kindle, whereas I had the iPad, and it just hurt my eyes so much.
I read on my phone.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
even
Kindle
worse.
app, which is so bad. I have 2 Kindles, like big Kindles, but I'm like, no, this is right here.
Yeah,
This
no.
is good.
There's something about having just like the physical collection too, where you're just like, I have so much to go through, but at the same time, you're just so satisfied with it
I know.
and like organizing it.
I love my
Things.
bookshelf so much.
Yeah.
And I just want it to get even bigger. So I keep buying it for the aesthetic,
It will,
realistically. Like, I like reading the physical copies too, but I like reading them in physical copy. I love looking at my bookshelf.
I know, there's a difference. It's just like, you have a spot on the shelf.
Right?
It's like that TikTok sound where you're like, I'm in severe credit card debt.
My
Maybe
mom's like,
not
Jen, why can't you come
severe.
home for Christmas this year? I'm like, I don't know, I don't have the money.
That Book Barn.
Meanwhile, I go to Book Barn and
Every
drop
week.
$300.
Yeah, we've made it strictly like we'd like check each other's schedules to be like, all right, so we're gonna meet up at Book Barn first,
Like Monday
not
or
even a
Tuesday.
question, yeah, like
Which
what are your
is great.
days off?
We can't go on the weekends because there's too many people there.
Yeah, no, I
They
don't like
clear them out, and I don't want to deal with it. So.
I think we scored so well today because the last couple of weeks we just haven't had any good luck. Just finding stuff
True.
that like
I literally went yesterday
want to read
with my daughter and stopped in for a hot second. There was nothing.
But today,
that I
like,
wanted.
we were going so late too that like
Yeah.
probably all
Yesterday
the
I
good
went
stuff
at, like,
was on.
Almost 5. 4:30.
Yeah, that's the worst time.
So it was like,
and then
no.
today we were like 12:30. Let's go.
Yeah. The best part is we were like, oh, we're gonna meet up super early. We're gonna get to Book Barn early, start recording.
Like we're gonna meet at 12.
It is 6:30 in the evening. We did a lot though. We did a lot today.
12:30. We did do a lot.
We
today,
did meet at
yeah.
12:30.
We did the official pictures.
And then
so
we cooked
yeah.
dinner and made cocktails.
Well, you cooked dinner. I just reheated.
Yeah, she reheated her own dinner.
But yeah, we took
I made
some
dinner.
pretty great pictures. We wore gowns and felt pretty for a day.
Yeah, we felt cute. We did our makeup.
We did the sweaters too, which we kept
Yeah.
on.
We did
Because
like
we were
changing.
cold.
I have on sweatpants underneath this, but I'm also cold and mismatched socks. But
I feel way too bougie right now for not actually being this fancy.
I know,
Like, I don't
these
wear
cocktails with the glitter.
I
I
don't wear
swear.
white. I don't
I'm
drink
like-
cocktails.
I'm a fancy bitch.
I am. Oh yeah. I know.
Sorry about
Cheers
taking
to
a
that,
drink.
Mama. Yeah.
Right? We put rosemary in them. That's how fancy we are.
It tastes delicious though.
Does it do anything to the drink? I don't think so. But
It
it looks
smells nice.
Yeah. We tried to muddle blueberries in here for the color, but it didn't really work. So we
It's okay.
put some food coloring in them to make them pretty.
I know. Disclaimer: we're both bartenders too.
We're
and we had-
bartenders. We failed.
struggled.
We failed with this cocktail. Which we want to do a cocktail at the beginning of every segment that we do. Like
Hence the
fun
name,
cocktails.
and crowns.
Um,
Crowns and cocktails.
So if you have any fun cocktails, send them to us.
Yeah, honestly, it would
We
make
have
our lives so much
crowns and
easier.
cocktails at gmail.com. It's cock and then TALES.
Emphasis on the cock.
Emphasis on the cock.
Not really though, but yes. I think next week though we're gonna keep it simple and get like a bottle of wine.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll try and come across something, but
Yeah, but probably.
everything's gonna just be essentially related to like a book theme. So like this week we really just have wanted to rope in and just be like, all right, we got to do something from like Akatar. Jen's getting pissed off at her dog.
She's whining. I'm gonna beat her. I'm just kidding. I love the animals. She's great.
But yeah, the drink is nice and pretty and purple, so we're like,
so
oh,
pretty.
they're just like Reese's violet
Yeah,
eyes.
we're like, is that Reese? Is that
Reese and
Big Daddy Reese?
Big Daddy Reese.
AKA the father of my children, AKA love of my life. Come back to me. Did anyone else pronounce his name wrong for the whole first 3 books?
I know I did.
I was like, I still don't really know what the correct spelling, or not spelling, but pronunciation of his name
I
is.
don't know when the show
Is
comes
it
out. I'm sure. we'll figure it
Rysand or Rysand?
out. I've been saying Reesand.
I said
Does that say
Rysand, and then
Reese?
but I call him Reese
Yeah,
in the thing. Is that correct?
it's easier.
Rise? It's weird for me. My daughter's name's Riley. I couldn't call her Rise. Or him
Well,
Rise.
she also doesn't have an S up after.
But like, I call her Rye. It's too close. It's too close. Just like if there's like a smutty book and the name is Riley or Pat
Yeah.
or anything. Like
You're
my mom's
immediately
name's
like,
Pat, my
"Did
dad's name's
not
Bobby.
finish.
I'm like, no, I can't do it.
yeah,
I'm like, I love the book. I've heard great things, but we are not going to be friends.
I know.
Not if you're just about like a badass young warrior named Riley. Sure.
Yeah, because
But
she's like,
I almost don't even want to attempt it because you know there's going to be tension somewhere
oh, that's true.
in the book.
You don't want to. Yeah, you
can't
don't
do
need
it.
to scare
Can't do it.
yourself with your daughter like that.
No, I will scar myself. And no one needs that.
But yeah, honestly, if anyone has any ideas for a drink, because we're gonna be drinking the whole episode, just talking about exactly what we've been talking about.
Yeah. Later on, we eventually want to hopefully get some authors on here.
Shout out some awesome book talkers.
Yes. Find some of our guy friends are going to come on to talk about funny sex scenes and sex toys and make them read passages from the best smut books that we can find, aka Den of Vipers, and see if we can scar them. Because why not?
Yeah,
You
we
know?
got all kinds of ideas for this show. We're gonna get real one day, and then we're just gonna be totally batshit crazy the next. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna range, but everything's gonna relate back to like what we read. Because like this whole show is essentially like, and like the whole notion of like the books that we read is just like what brought us together and what makes this podcast like what we do.
Yeah.
Like it's just us. It's cute.
Yeah. And
It's our
eventually,
love story.
yes.
Somebody write this.
This is gonna be when we get married in like 10 years because men suck.
Yeah.
That's gonna be what everybody loves on.
Claiming Chen
I'm taking
for the
now.
tax purposes.
We are not single. I'm head of household. She's on my W-2s.
We have to claim Bailey.
Bailey's our love child.
She's whining in the background. She wants to be included.
She's like, Mom, stop ignoring me. Please love me.
But yeah, I'm excited for where this is going to go. And
Yeah.
of course, like tons of book releases coming out that we'll obviously keep getting
I
into.
have so
We
many.
mentioned Crescent City. We mentioned War of Two Queens. I mean, Scarred just came out, so we're excited to read that.
Haunting Adeline.
Yeah. So yeah,
Coming out.
we both read the first one, so we're
Yes.
probably gonna read the second one together. Yeah, talk about your dark. So that's another dark one you got.
Do you like stalker romances? Because we do.
And if you do too, then welcome to the fucked up world that we live in. Jesus Christ.
It's about how we live our lives. We're like, you know how many TikToks we send to each other and we're like, is this too dark? No. Do you have any boundaries? Nope. In real life, probably.
Oh, totally.
I don't know yet, though, what those are.
But nobody can judge you from inside
Exactly. You know? It's the best thing ever, too, because you see them and you're like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You know, there's other people out there just like me.
Especially because, like, I remember Haunting Adeline being, like, one of those first scenes where I was like, oh, we're doing that. We'll totally get into that, like, once we, like, talk about the sequel,
Yes.
but, yeah.
But we have to say, like, trigger warning
Oh, yeah, for sure.
this episode.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just to be safe.
Well, if the people who, like, follow Book Talk like we do, well, they will
know.
understand. They
They
know. It's like a secret cult. It really is
Yes.
a special group of people.
100%.
I honestly, like, to those who, like, dedicate themselves to, like, dress up as their favorite character all the time, we were doing TikToks earlier just for a transition. We were like, oh my god, this is so much work.
I know there's one girl that I follow. I wish I could remember her name. I'm sure you guys probably know who she is. She's gorgeous. She's got this long red hair, like all the way down to her butt. And I saw a TikTok of her yesterday, and she's doing like Viking braids.
Oh, the girl with the red hair?
Yes,
Yes.
it's like
Oh my
super
God.
long, gorgeous hair.
Please,
she's
you guys
she's
know
doing
her, tag her or
all
something.
of these braids.
She's
and
so pretty.
I was just like,
She's a
I
real
can-
life, like, Ygritte from Game of Thrones.
yes, but I was like, I would not have the time. I can barely do a normal braid,
I know.
and it still looks like shit.
Yeah.
But I can barely even do that. I'm like, I'll just throw it up in a ponytail. It's fine. It's fine.
It's all good.
I don't care. But oh my gosh, the time that these creators take to do their costumes and their makeup and their hair. I think I started it and I did like 3 episodes and I was just like, oh my god,
Commend it, yeah.
this is
honestly.
wild. Like, and I eventually want to, do some of those. Like we've talked about TikToks and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
just the amount of work that it takes to go into those.
Well, when we were doing, like,
It's
your
insane.
your managed shoes,
Yeah.
like, because of the rain, too, like, I had a tent set up for her. And she was, like, trying to get into, like, the leather
I
and
burned
stuff.
my cape on the smoke bomb. There's a
It gotta have
black spot. Could you imagine if it caught on fire?
It could have.
I mean, it was raining so hard. It was
I know, maybe. I
put
doubt
it
it,
out.
yeah. Maybe that's why it was so smoky, actually. It's the rain. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know signs.
Yeah, I was in a tent, fully naked, in the middle of national park, state park,
We were in, like, a town park. Town forest.
town forest,
Town forest.
in Rhode Island. Don't come for us about our smoke bombs.
It was, like, a year ago. It's fine.
Yeah, it's been a bit. No one remembers.
But, yeah, well, you tried to put the wig on. And had so much trouble.
Had so much trouble. Also, like, combination of I've never worn a wig before, and then with the rain, and then I didn't have a mirror, so I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways,
We really didn't think it through.
we did not. We were like, should we shoot this where you're covered in blood and makeup and a wig in the forest or in my studio? We were both like, forest.
Where the studio was dry.
It was dry. There was a bathroom with a mirror.
Yeah.
I could have worn angel wings. Doesn't go with the character, but why not?
It still looked cool.
It
I
still
never
looked
get
cool.
to use them, so.
Well, it's like when we went to the Comic-Con, Terrificon
Yeah.
at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. She was, I always say Charlotte Witch because that's her name on my phone. She was Scarlet Witch.
Oh, Scarlet, yeah.
And I was kind of a combination. I was technically Manon, but I was more like Feyre, like a badass Feyre.
Because you had the hair.
Battle gear. Yeah, because I had brown hair, but I had my fey ears. Fairy ears.
I don't know.
What did I call it?
Elf?
No, when we were out and I was like...
Oh, yeah.
What would I say?
I think you said angel. I don't know.
But it was like angel elf.
Angel elf.
Angel elf.
And I'm like, a fairy?
A fairy? I was like, yeah.
Crap, yeah.
But no, it was so much fun. We went there, but I couldn't do the wig, and I didn't do the blood because we were kind of like running late, like always.
Yeah.
And it was just a mess. But it was fun. We got a lot of compliments.
Yeah, we did. People thought that my costume was like handmade.
Yes, they were like, "Did you sew that?"
She was like, "No, I got it on Amazon." I'm like, "I'm not gonna take credit for this, right? I'm not
You should have. And I'm like, yeah. So actually,
yeah.
I did that.
Hopefully we have some like badass cosplayers soon too.
Exactly.
And like hopefully we get to cosplay something else for our next. We're gonna be trying all the things this year, all the Comic Cons, the Red Fairs.
Yes.
We did our first together.
Renaissance Fair too.
And our first Renaissance. We did so much
So many firsts here.
Jesus. You're my first Jen.
We're first. Oh, we're definitely getting married.
We're definitely getting married. I'm blaming you. It's been
sorry, boys. We're taken.
foretold.
And girls, we're taken too.
Yeah. Whichever you bet for.
But we went to the Vikings Renaissance at, what is it called? King Richard's?
Yeah, we went to
near
Cape
Cape Cod.
Cod. It was Viking weekend.
It was so much fun. The Jack the Whipper
oh my god,
was amazing.
we saw his show twice.
Was it 2? Was it 3 times?
I think it was 3 times.
I think it was 3 times on the same day.
Because the second
It was so cool.
I was like, Jen, I see a dude with the whip. Let's
Right?
go.
Yeah, we were like, whips and fire? We're
Let's
going.
do it.
And it was great. We had like a couple other friends there, and they were like, "Did you guys see all the shows?" We watched all the shows. We were like, "We saw one show." Like we Jacques the Whipper.
Yeah, if you guys want to check him out, he is on TikTok and he's just hilarious.
He was really funny.
Yeah, great with like a great kid show and stuff too.
Yeah,
to a degree.
It wasn't too adult.
It was adult enough. The disclaimers were there.
Exactly. He was like, "Hey, just so you know,
Hey,
there were definitely a lot of other shows there were way less kid friendly than him."
for sure. Well, ironically, that we have a bad thing with rain because then we got
rained
rained
out
on later that day too.
But it was hilarious because there was a little kid that he was eating a chicken leg or turkey leg.
And like
It was like this big. It was huge in a night costume. Downpour of the rain. He gave 0 fucks. He was like, ah. And I have a video, actually. Maybe I'll post it somewhere.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to post it for YouTube. Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. He does not care. Not was it under shelter?
Yeah.
Not that everyone was sprinting for the end. It ended up flooding.
Yeah.
Like the whole place flooded.
They
So we ended up
closed the
having
whole thing down.
they shut it down. We got there at like 12 and we had to leave at like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had his little night helmet on, just ripping into his turkey leg. I didn't get mine that day though.
I aspire to be like him and not give a fuck.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
in life.
That's
Like,
I mean, that's how I feel when I just read the stuff that I read.
right? I'm like,
Yeah, but like, does anybody really care though?
I don't think
I
so.
certainly don't.
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know. I feel like we need outro music.
I know. We will eventually. I mean,
Yeah.
we got a killer intro now.
Yes,
I'm so happy I
I
finally
love
liked
it.
but
It was so cute.
this is gonna be good. This is gonna be lots of good stuff coming through. We got a lot of ideas, a lot of topics to cover in one book. You guys are a reader. You guys are of any genre, really.
Yeah, or you just want to listen to us talk about things.
And you like the sounds of our voice.
cocktails and our soothing voices.
Yeah, if you like, you guys have a cocktail idea, send it to us. Like all these are going to be posted
Book
on
recommendations,
YouTube.
authors that you love that we either haven't read yet, maybe we have read them.
If you want to see
anything.
our pretty faces, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel.
I think the next time we meant to wear crowns this time, but we completely
We did,
sidetracked
we did.
it. Well, I forgot to acquire a crown.
Yes, that's okay though. We
That's
have
fine.
the one. We can share it. Like we share everything.
Yeah, I know. You're like, dude.
But yeah, I mean, we have Instagram. We're going to be posting on there soon. TikTok. All of them are Crowns and Cocktails. Again, it's COCKTALES.
Emphasis on the
Emphasis on the call. But yeah, or like I said earlier, email us any of your recommendations on anything that we talked about.
Yeah, especially book recommendations. We're always looking for new things to
Yeah.
read. Like this is the adult book club that you want. Like you just want to hear two random brunettes talking about
Yeah.
the series that
One
you
has blue
hear
eyes, one has
nonstop.
brown.
Yeah, we're not that different, but it's gonna be good. It's,
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
your book club.
I
course.
promise. We'll probably be a little bit more tipsy next week because I need a little bit more liquid courage.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
I'm almost done
it was
though.
good. Yeah, it was a good drink.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this size of cup.
I'm glad I brought these rock glasses.
Yes.
It was good though. We did good.
So I'm wondering if my teeth are gonna be purple by the end of this, but
Probably.
one can hope.
But until next time, we will find out then.
Yes.
All
And
right.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll post pictures of our teeth are purple
Yeah.
on Instagram.
All right. I think that's a wrap for today.
I think so.
All right, guys. We'll check you next week.
All right, bye.
Oh my God.